Paige Robbins. I'm 20 years old. I'm going to be 21 in 2 weeks. I'm a junior at Cabrini College. I grew up in the area, and for the most part, so did my best friend Kim, who now is a junior at Fairleigh Dickinson University, which is in Madison, New Jersey, which is about 3 hours from here. We met in kindergarten. We lied and told everybody that we were sisters, but to us, it didn't even feel like a lie because we've just acted like sisters our entire lives, and we still act like sisters, even though sometimes hardly ever we get to see each other. But she's my best friend. I text her 20 times a day and call her every day, and it'll always be that way, I think. I think Kim just loves me no matter what, and I love her no matter what. I mean, obviously we've grown up a lot. We're obviously not the same people we were when we were 5, and we love each other so much. Like, she knows everything about me. There's stuff I could never explain to people. Our lives are so different from where they were when we met, and nobody else knows it. Like, we've been close that entire time. We've had a long distance relationship for so long because she first moved away in, I believe it was 3rd grade. She moved to Michigan from here in Pennsylvania, and you know, back then it was long distance calls and we didn't have cell phones, but we still called each other almost every day. I mean, for 8-year-olds, that's a big deal. So we called each other almost every day. She moved back after a year, and she stayed around until after elementary school ended, and then she moved to Florida, and she was gone for 4 years. And during that time, we talked on the phone. We still didn't have texting, but we talked on the phone again almost every day. And I don't mean like, hi, how are you? We would have 2-3 hour long conversations. I mean, when we started high school, sometimes we wouldn't go out on Friday nights. We would just hang on the phone all night. I would say a big portion of our friendship now is done through texting, because we used to call each other and have 3 hour long conversations, but now, college students, we don't have time for that. So we type each other, 6-page text messages telling each other about our lives, and we call each other for when we can, but it never really exceeds 20 minutes, maybe a rare occasion an hour. But a big portion of our lives is through texting, and we almost never get to see each other because she visits her family in Florida a lot, and I'm traveling a lot on breaks, and we don't go to school together, so we really don't get to see each other a lot. And the only way we can show each other is through pictures, through Facebook, and texting each other pictures. I would say our bond is actually stronger. I mean, we had an excellent friendship throughout high school, and the last 3 years of high school we went to the same school, but I would say our bond is stronger now because, we know each other's every little detail, as opposed to before when you see each other every day, you don't actually tell them everything because there's so much going on around you. But we tell each other, like, every little detail about our personal lives, our boyfriends, our best friends, because how else are we gonna know? We get really in depth, and we talk probably more because you're constantly on your cell phone texting. I mean, I hate to say it, even in class sometimes if she really needs me. And she's really, really proven to me in college that she will always be there. The freshman and wasn't allowed to have her car on campus, and she took like 5 different trains just to be here for me for one night. So she proved to me that she will always be by my side, and I'll always be by her. So I'd definitely say our friendship is stronger. There's a few difficulties between me and Kim being at 2 different schools in 2 separate states. I mean, number one, in my own personal life, it's kind of hard to be close to anyone here because I'm looking for a Kim, and I'm never going to find a Kim, and there's only one Kim. So I would say that definitely, at least in the beginning, that definitely affected my friendships because I'll never be as close to anyone who is her. I talk to her so much that I almost don't think about how long I've seen her, but right now I haven't seen her since July, and when I think about that, like, it actually really hurts. And I know, like, when I see her, her hair might be different, or she might have gained weight or lost weight, and like, that's kind of really hard to know someone your whole life and then see them and realize how long it's been since you've seen them. Our relationship definitely has had its difficulties. We always joke around and say that whenever she moves away, she moves back and we hate each other because that's happened actually a few times. I mean, when you're little, but in high school, it she moved back in 10th grade and I was already so developed in my life, and it's really hard to like let someone who you love so much into a life that's already so developed. I already had a group of friends at school, and I already had, you know, people that I knew, and it's hard to like introduce somebody to all that. Like, she's a newcomer, but she's my best friend. It's hard to find a place for her when there hasn't been a place for her in my daily life for a few years. It matters when you only see someone once every few months. I really listen to everything she's saying. I say exactly what I'm thinking because I might not get the next chance to say that to her face. And we really make every effort to see each other. Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing. We've dropped very important things with family things to see each other. Definitely say that social media saves our friendship, because I don't think that we could, I think we would still have a relationship, but without texting, but it wouldn't be nearly as much. I mean, she knows everything about, she's only met my boyfriend a handful of times, which is weird because I've been with him for 2 years, but it's just weird because sometimes I'm in California and he's in New Jersey and she's here, and it's hard for everybody to get together, but she knows literally every detail about him because I talk about him 24/7 texting, and without texting, she wouldn't know, she would feel like a stranger in my life, and I would feel like a stranger in hers. And she would have no idea what he looks like probably without Facebook. I know that it's a lot. It's not as simple as you make it sound. If we went to the same school, like I said, it might be different because, you know, she's in a sorority and I have my friends here already. But in my heart, every day I wish she was here, you know, because she'll always, like if she was in class and I really needed her, she would jump out of class. There's really nobody like that here for me. I know it's difficult for previous generations to understand Twitter, Instagram, texting, Facebook, all this stuff. It's hard for me to understand most of the time. I don't know which goes where. I still don't really know what a Tumblr is. But it really has saved my friendship. I mean, it can be a really great thing. The internet isn't just a great thing because we don't need encyclopedias anymore. It keeps us in touch with people that we would never keep in touch with ever. I mean, I know people have reconnected with people from high school on Facebook and 40 years later, and it's cheesy and there are reasons why it shouldn't exist, but I don't think if I had the choice, I wouldn't want it to go away because I need it. At least for Kim. I mean, there are people in my life that I could probably forget about and still be able to move on, but not Kim. I need her, and definitely without my iPhone, I wouldn't be able to send her all my pictures, all my iMessages would come in 20 different text messages, and as much as I hate technology, I know that it saved my friendship, so I can appreciate it for that.